Welcome, everyone, to our Sunday morning vinyasa. We're going to have a nice, chill, but very active class today. Since I didn't bring any props with me as I'm traveling, we probably won't use the props, but you always have the ability to use them if you know you need them and if you know it makes your practice easier and a little bit nicer. So feel free to use them, but I won't be cueing any props today. So we'll start in a comfortable seat. If you want to elevate your hips, again, you can, or just sit nice and upright. Think about your lower abdomen. Draw in and lift up through the rib cage so that the chest can widen, the shoulders can relax back and down. Then we'll let the hands rest on the knees or on the lap, wherever it's comfortable for you. And let's close the eyes for a moment. Taking a nice deep inhale and a slow, gentle exhale. Again, deep breath in and a slow breath out. One more time, slow breath in. Easy, gentle breath out. Next, inhale, let's bring our palms together at the center of the heart, thumbs just gently touching the sternum. Again, think about that length in the spine as the knees relax down. And we'll open the space of our practice with the sound Om. Om. Slowly, as we exhale, let's blink the eyes open. Let's reach the arms and extend them towards the sides. Palms are facing down to begin with. Roll the shoulders back and down. We're going to start to move a little bit here into the shoulders. So a little bit of circles. As you move, notice if the torso starts to move forward or back. See if you can remain very stable in your torso, hips, and legs. And then let's go the other direction. So now forward, forward, just warming up those shoulders a little bit. Good. Couple more. Nice job, guys. And then slowly reach and extend. Let's bring one arm down to the ground, turn the palm and take the other arm up and over. Just a nice, easy side stretch. We're not going to go too deep for this one. So just a gentle pull. Inhale back through the center. Reach both arms again. Exhale, other side. So open up. The palm on the top arm is facing down. And just gentle, let your spine kind of rotate a little bit. Let your rib cage widen. And then inhale, come up, reach both arms. All right, turn the palms up. Inhale, overhead. Maybe we look up. Maybe the hands can come towards each other, or maybe they can touch. Elbows towards each other as you lift and reach, chin up. And then exhale, hands to prayer. Good. We're going to repeat that again, a little less circle. So inhale, open the arms. Let's do 3 big circles forward, really activating those shoulders. Good. And then let's take it the other direction. 3 big circles back. Activate the shoulders. Pull the shoulder blades back and down. Good. And then reach and extend. One hand down, other one up and over. This time we're going to go a little deeper. So if it feels okay, extend the bottom arm away. See if you can bring the elbow towards the mouth. Open the rib cage. Look up towards the sky. Keep pressing down through the opposite knee. Feeling a stretch, maybe even into the hip. One more breath. Inhale, come up and lengthen. Both arms reach. Exhale there. Other side. Inhale, find your side bend first. So get connected here and then maybe walk that bottom hand away. Lengthen down. Maybe the elbow comes down or maybe it stays slightly off the floor. That's okay. Spiral your rib cage, chin to armpit, and then look up. Creates a little bit of a stretch in the neck too, so it might feel kind of nice. Reach and lengthen. Good. One more breath. Pressing the opposite knee down. And inhale, slowly come up, reaching both arms, extend. Good. Exhale, turn the palms. Inhale, arms up. Let's start with the arms separated at first here. Pull the shoulder blades back and down. So activate those shoulders. We're going to do this again in a tabletop position. So really feel like the shoulder blades are pulling back and down, but reach through your fingertips, meaning you don't want to have this space here taken away. That's it. Very good. Now from here, reach and extend. The palms come forward. They touch or they stay slightly apart. Look towards your thumbs. Press up through the rib cage, tuck under through the tailbone, ground your legs, and then exhale, hands to prayer. Beautiful. All right, coming to a kneeling position. We're going to come to our tabletop. So once we find ourselves in tabletop, separate the knees, hip width, separate the hands, shoulder width. And let's start with some easy cat and cows. Inhale and exhale. Just easy cat and cow. So we move the shoulders and the arms, a little bit into the upper back. Now we're going through the whole spine. Tucking under as the chin moves to chest, lifting up. As the tailbone lifts, the shoulders roll back and we look up. Let's do one more. Exhaling. Inhaling. And then gently coming to a flat back. Tucking the toes under, we'll press up into a down dog, lift the hips, move the hips back, reach the heels down, hollow out the navel, and then move the space of the head in between the arms. Think about your knees. So look at your knees, see if you can lift them up. If they're relaxed or bent, pull the kneecaps up, contract your quadriceps, and then move a little deeper into that space behind you. This is a full body stretch here. Let's go ahead and pedal out this dog. Bend one knee, straighten one knee, swaying the hips a little bit side to side, feeling that stretch. Press through your fingers strong. Let your breath be stable. Easy, rhythmic, not labored or erratic. Deep inhales and slow exhales. And then finding your way back to the nice seat, connected here. Palms down, heels down, down dog. One more deep breath. Exhale completely. And then inhale, look forward, bring the knees down to the mat. Bring the big toes together. You can separate your knees and let's take a child's pose here. So allow your hips to roll back. Arms can reach forward. Chin or forehead or top of the head can rest on the mat. And we breathe. Easy inhales and exhales. Keep moving your tailbone back and down. So now we're kind of trying to target the hips, lower back area. Let your breath be calm. One more. Exhale completely. Inhale, slowly roll yourself back up to tabletop, hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. All right, let's start with a little threading of the needle. Left arm opens up, counter stretch here. So imagine you're spiraling your rib cage. It's not so much about your shoulder. Your hand can stay at your waist. And as you rotate, find that extension. When the arm feels stable, then you can, when the shoulder feels stable, then you can extend the arm. So you try to feel that opening and twisting in the spine. Now exhale, move that left arm through the space between your right hand and left and right knee, and then drop your left shoulder down. All right, let's take a moment here while I move all the hair out my face because I forgot to bring something to tie it with. All right, once we're all set up, try to move that left shoulder a little bit more and see if you can spiral your chest. And let's stay here. You can move the head forward a little bit to get a stretch in the neck. Just allow yourself a moment here to make those little adjustments. Good. One more breath. See if you can move that left shoulder more to the side here, towards the right side. Almost like you want your rib cage to open up towards the sky or the ceiling. Now, from here, keep the right hand in front of the face, tuck the right toe under, straighten that right leg, and allow yourself a moment here. Notice how this gives you a little bit more weight into that left shoulder. You're going to take your right foot and just slide it up towards your left hand. So now your left hand and right foot are right in front of each other. And let's stay here for a couple breaths. Keep pressing the top of the left foot down. Last change we're going to do here, extend your right arm. Remember, you can always go back to the first version. Come into your fingertips and see if you can look up underneath your right armpit. So we're creating a rotation, a twist, a hip opener, a shoulder opener, a neck stretch. All of these things happening at once. One more breath. Exhale. Let's undo first by bringing the right hand forward or down in front of the face, taking that right leg back behind you onto the mat, dropping the right knee down, pressing into the right hand, pulling up, and now we'll go for a counter stretch, left arm up towards the sky, and see if this makes it a little easier after that stretch. Hopefully you can find a little bit more opening here. And then exhale, left hand down. All right, let's try the other side. So we're breaking it down nice and easy. Start with the right arm. Get a nice counter stretch here. So if the shoulder feels tight, one good thing to do is you can bring the right hand to the waist and spiral the shoulder back. And then from that space, maybe that arm can come up. Just see how it feels. If there's too much tension, tightness in the shoulder, don't overdo it. One more breath. Keep spiraling and opening the rib cage. And now exhale, we're going to take that left hand through the space of the arm, dropping the right shoulder down. And let's stay here for a moment to collect. So the right shoulder, wiggle it towards that left side of your mat so that you can open your rib cage towards the sky. Use your left hand, and then you can move your head forward to get a stretch in your neck. Stay here and breathe. Nice deep inhale, slow, gentle exhale. Try not to overdo. Remember, we're working in pieces. We're building it. Now we're going to tuck the left toe under, straighten the left leg. All right. This puts quite a bit more weight onto that right shoulder. Make sure your left hand is in front to help support you with some of this weight. You can welcome to stay there, or take that left foot, slide it to the left, plant the toe down. So now your right hand and left foot are in front of each other. And then again, we're trying to spiral and see if we can rotate in the spine. So this is a little bit of a twist, a lot bit of a twist with all kinds of other fun stuff. And then lastly, that left hand can reach forward. You can come to your fingertips and see if you can look up from underneath your left armpit. And let's stay here and breathe. Calm and easy. Nice and gentle. We're not trying to go into the deepest version of anything. We're not trying to look any particular way. One more deep breath. Exhale. Deconstructing the pose, we're going to bring the left hand forward in front of the face. Bring the left leg back onto the toes. Drop the left knee down. Push into the left hand, lift up. Extend the right arm up and just notice how that feels. Maybe it feels a little bit more open. Maybe you afforded yourself a little bit more space to create rotation. And then exhale, hand comes down. Back to tabletop. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. If you like, you can add a little bit of back and forth movement to your cat and cow. Inhale, cow. So again, you can move back and forward. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Last one. Stillness or a little back and forward. Exhale, cat. And then slowly make yourself back to a flat back, tucking the toes under, lifting the knees, and again, downward facing dog. And give yourself a moment here to settle. You can look at the space between your heels, up higher towards your knees, or even higher up towards your upper thighs in the direction of the navel. Strong and steady. One more breath. Exhale. We're going to look forward between the hands, walk the feet halfway up your mat. Let's take a hanging forward fold. So feet are hip width. And we're going to let your elbows, or hold on to opposite elbows, let ourselves hang here. Now, when we first start in this forward fold, it's okay to have the knees bent and the hips down. So this is a good place to start, but not a good place to stay the whole time, unless that's as far as your body can go. If you want to make this more active, roll the weight forward to the toes. So now your toes are gripping the mat. And then from there, you start to lift and elongate your hips so that your hips can come over your knees, over your ankles. And now you really start to feel that stretch. It's possible there'll be a little separation between your rib cage and the legs, but do the best you can to close that gap. Let the head hang heavy. Let the shoulders relax. No tension in the neck. Let's take 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Each time you're working on making the legs a little bit straighter and rolling the weight forward to the toes a little bit more. Good. Deep and slow breathing. One more breath. Exhale completely. Next, inhale, release your hands, place them on the mat. Lift and lengthen halfway, shoulders roll back. Try to go into an Ardha Uttanasana, your halfway lift. And then walk your feet back. Again, down dog. Hold and breathe. Downward facing dog. Rib cage in, tailbone tucked under, kneecaps lifted, shoulder blades separated, belly drawn in, deeply extend through the spine. We're going to take the right leg up in the sky. So bring your weight to your left foot and reach the right leg up, reach and extend. Try to keep your hips even. Press down through your fingertips. Next, inhale, we're going to look forward and we're going to step the right foot on the outside of the right hand. So all the way out. If it didn't make it there, see if you can place it all the way to the front. Now, once you're there, drop the left knee down and let's take a moment in our half lizard. So preparing for the half lizard, you may need to walk your foot a little closer forward, or you may want to keep it where it was before. Try to keep the right shoulder and the right knee making contact. So don't let the right knee separate. Keep working and drawing in through the lower navel and dropping the hips. We'll stay here for a couple of breaths. We're going to turn this into a flow in a moment. So I just want to break it down piece by piece. Steady and easy breath. Lift the chest. Maybe we look forward. Good. One more breath. Exhale completely. Let's tuck the back toe under. Straighten that left leg. And now we're in our full lizard pose. The right knee is going to want to separate. Hug it in. Good. 1. Push back with the left heel. 2. Try to feel that stretch. Keep the left leg active, not soft. Pull. That's it. 3. Good job. 4. Okay, 5. Drop that left knee down. Come up and back. Stretch through the right leg. Now, the right hand is on inside the foot right now, and you can keep it there or you can take it to the outside of the foot if you need balance. Either way is fine. The back toe can be tucked under or can be extended. Goal here is to stretch in the back of the right leg, keeping the right foot flexed. So pull the hips back and reach forward with the right toe. Inhale, slowly come to center. Back toe tucks under again. We press the back heel down to the mat, and we're going to windmill the arms up to come into a warrior 2. Good job. That takes a lot of effort. So if you needed the help of your leg, it's okay. Reach to the arms, bend the right knee, stay strong in your chest. So what we want to avoid here is lunging forward. Pull with your back arm down, bend into your right knee. You got it. Left hand down, right arm back, chin to armpit, look up. Exhale, right elbow down. Open the rib cage. Stay here for a moment and then extend that left arm up and over. Keep your right hand relaxed. Make sure you're one straight line from left fingertips to left heel. Good. One more breath. And exhale, windmill both hands down to the inside of the right foot. Pivot your left heel back, back to your lizard. We're going to try to lift the right foot. This is our goal. Push into the arms, lift the right foot, keep the knee attached to the right arm, and then exhale, push back, high plank. Let's hold. 1, you can adjust your hands here. 2, keep your core strong. 3, 4, 5, drop the knees, release the toes, hug the elbows, chest down, chin down, hips down. Inhale, cobra. Open the shoulders back. Press into the tops of the feet. Try to create arch in your spine. If it feels okay, reach the arms forward. And then inhale, push into the arms. A little bit more, creating a little bit more of a back bend. Maybe we look up. And exhale all the way down. Tuck the toes under. Press up onto the knees. And exhale back to downward facing dog. So we're going to repeat it slow on the left side, and then we're going to turn it into a flow on both the right and the left. So we're going to work on it again. So bring the weight to the right foot this time. Left leg up in the sky. Hold and breathe. Keep pointing to the toe, squaring off the hips. Strong arms. Reach to the left toes. Press firmly to the right heel. Now, as we inhale, we're going to take that left foot to the outside of the left hand. So you might need to kind of manipulate that left hand a little bit. Once the left foot is planted, again, decide you need to walk forward, walk back, adjust yourself, and then drop the right knee down. Good. And we'll stay here for a moment. So we want to make sure that the left knee doesn't open up to the left. Keep it hugged into the shoulder, both hands down, hips down. Breathe. Good. Allow yourself a moment here to settle. Shoulders back and away. And then we're going to tuck the back toe under and do the same pose now with the legs straight. So the leg straight makes it a lot harder. Try when you need to. If you need to take a break, drop the knee back down. Try not to keep the left at half mast though. So you want to keep it either fully straight or down on the floor. Do the best you can. That's all we could ever ask of ourselves or anyone around us. Allow yourself an extension in the spine, strong back leg, almost there. Keep breathing. And exhale, drop the right knee down, release the toes, and then pull your weight back. Again, here we're gonna flex the foot. Hands can stay where they are, or the left hand come to the side for balance. So this will help you balance a little bit if the left hand's out, less or more work on balance if both hands are inside. Moving the left hip back, pulling the left heel forward, and trying to lengthen yourself down towards the mat. Steady breathing. Good, one more breath. And exhale. Let's go ahead and inhale. Come back to the forward position. Back toe tucks under, legs straightens again. This time we're gonna pivot the heel to the mat. We're gonna use the best we can to windmill our arms up and come into warrior two. So when you first come into warrior two, your legs are kind of just supporting you here. Arms are reaching. Avoid reaching forward. Remember, you're pulling back. And as you pull back, you bend into the left knee. So the pose lives in this lower down position, hips down, torso straight, shoulders back, both legs very active. Right hand down, left arm up, reverse warrior, look up. Keep bending into the left knee. Exhale, bring the left hand down towards the knee. And then you can extend, you can kind of find that rotation first, and then extend the right arm, chin to armpit, and we look up. Keep bending into that left knee because that's your control here. The stronger your left knee can be, the better, especially into that left quad and left thigh. Good. And then exhale, windmill the hands back down. We're back to our lizard pose with the legs straight. Make any little adjustments here you need. Now the goal here is to stay with the left knee lifted. So we're gonna do the best we can to get that left foot up and balance here. Good. Press the knee against the arm. Hold. Exhale, push back. High plank. Hold. You got it. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Knees come down. Release the toes. Elbows back. Chest. Chin. Hips. Inhale, cobra. You can keep your regular cobra with your hands under your shoulders. If you want to add more, slide the hands forward and try to straighten your arms. Push. The further your arms are away from you, the easier this push becomes. So that if they're closer to your body, the harder it is to push and straighten your arms. But you can always keep a bend in the elbows. And then maybe we look up. And exhale slowly. Come all the way down. Press into the knees. Inhale. Exhale, push back. Downward facing dog. And let's breathe here. 1. Shoulders relax. 2. Mind calms. 3. Breath is steady. 4. And 5. Exhale, drop the knees. Open the knees, big toes touching. Let's take a child's pose here in between. Arms can reach forward, forehead down, or hands can be back by your feet in order to relax the shoulders completely. So you get to pick here what feels good for you. Let yourself completely sink, be heavy. 1 more breath. Exhale. Inhale, lift the head, and let's come back to tabletop. Okay, now we're going to repeat the whole thing on the right side, the whole thing on the left side, and we're going to try to do it with one breath at a time. We might have a little bit of holds. Mostly, we're just going to try to flow right through it. So don't worry. If you forgot or you don't remember exactly, I got you. Tuck the toes under. Inhale, hips back, downward facing dog. Exhale there. Inhale, right leg up, reach through the toes. Exhale there. Inhale, step the right foot forward. Bend into the right knee. Exhale there. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, drop your knees, release your toe. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Inhale, lift the chest, and exhale, push the hips back, flexing into the foot. And exhale there. Inhale, come forward. Tuck the back toe under. Inhale, lift the leg, pivot the heel. Exhale there for a moment. Inhale, come up. Warrior two. Bend into the right knee, right into the pose. Exhale there. Inhale, left arm down, right arm up, look up. Exhale there. Inhale, right elbow to the knee, left arm up and over, twist the spine, look up. Exhale there. One more inhale. Exhale, windmill the hands down to the mat. Inhale, lift the right foot, stay hovering. Exhale, press back. Inhale and plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin, belly. Inhale, cobra, or hands forward, push into the arms, look up. Exhale there completely. One more breath, inhale. Exhale, come all the way down. Inhale, push up onto the knees. Exhale, press back to downward facing dog. Let's take a 3-breath break here. Inhale. Exhale. In. Out. One more. In. Out. Good. Moving to the left side. Inhale, left leg comes up. Point the toe, reach and lengthen. Exhale there. Inhale, step the left foot forward. Press back through the back leg. Exhale there. Dropping the left knee down. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale. One more breath in. Getting that nice opening in the hip. All right, exhale, push the hips back, straighten the left leg. Exhale there as you fold. Inhale, come forward, tuck the back toe under, straighten the leg. Exhale there for a moment as you pivot the back heel down. Inhale, rise up, right into the pose, warrior two. Good, exhale there. Right arm down, left arm back. Exhale as you come into the pose. Inhale again. Exhale, left elbow down, right arm up and over, spiral the rib cage, look up. Exhale again. Inhale. And exhale, windmill the hands back down to the mat. Stay for a moment. Inhale, press the left knee into the arm, lift the foot. Exhale, push it back. Hold there as you inhale. Exhale, lower down. If you've been coming for a while, try your full chaturanga. Try. Inhale to cobra. Hold there. Exhale. Maybe push the hands forward. Lift up. Can you guys still hear me? Okay. Good. Open the shoulders back. I think one of my AirPods died. And then exhale, push yourself back. Downward facing dog. Good job. Let yourself be here for a few moments. Just letting all of that movement kind of just move through the body, resonate wherever it needs to. One more breath. And then exhale, look forward, drop the knees, move the feet off to the side, and let's sit down on the mat. Yep, one of them definitely died. Let me know, because if the other one dies, you won't be able to hear me. All right. So let's start with our legs extended forward. Lift the chest and rib cage. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, take your forward fold. So similar to our standing forward fold, you want to close the gap between your rib cage and your thighs. As you reach your body forward, let your shoulders soften and stay and breathe. And then we're going to reach the left foot with the right hand. So take it across the body and then open up for a twist onto the left side. You can take that left arm back and look back towards your left thumb. Try to keep both legs super active here. So the right leg will want to go forward more. Keep the left leg moving forward. And then exhale, come back to your forward fold, head down. Inhale, head up. Exhale there, other side. So left hand to the outside of the right foot or ankle, whatever you can find. Find your rotation, find your twist. And when you're ready, reach your right arm back, look back over your right thumb. Calm and steady breath. And exhale, release. Coming back to center. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold once more. Inhale, head up. And exhale there. Come back. We're going to lay all the way onto our backs. The sun's coming in pretty strong now, which feels awesome, but I'm not being able to see you as much as I could before. So once you're on your back, bend your knees, plant your feet on the floor. Give yourself a moment to settle your pelvis, your shoulders, your head. Hands can rest on your belly. Let's separate the feet. So heel toe your feet out so they're as wide as your mat and bring the knees in. And then from this position, this is what we call constructive rest. It allows the hips to soften. There's no tension really in the legs. They're kind of supporting each other. We're going to open the arms out like a T. The palms can face down to keep you stable. And then we're going to open up the knees, walk the feet so that they're back to parallel. And then just drop both knees to one side. Hold as you breathe. And then inhale, come to the center. Exhale, drop the knees the other side. Hold as you breathe. And then inhale back to center. Good. 2 more times each side. Exhale, drop the knees to the right. This time, if you like, you can turn your head over to the left. Breathe easy. Bring the head back to center and inhale. The legs come back as well. Exhale, both knees to the left. And this time we would turn our head to the right. Breathing gentle. No stress. And then inhale, head to the center, legs back to center. All right, last one. Drop both knees to the right. Turn the head, only this time, if you like, take the right foot on top of the left thigh and let it weigh that left leg down. Might feel a little bit more of a deeper stretch into that left hip, hip flexor, front of the hip, maybe even in the glute. And just feel it where you feel it. Breathe easy. One more breath. All right, head back to center. Release the right foot, both knees back to center. Good. And then last side, drop both knees to the left, looking towards the right. And then the left foot can go on top of that right thigh and weigh that leg down. Make your breath calm. start to begin to quiet the mind. The hard effort of the practice is pretty much done. We got one more thing we're going to do that might be a little bit of effort, but otherwise it's pretty much done. So just allow yourself to start to unwind from the practice. So let's turn the head back to center, release the left foot, knees back to center. Good. Align your hips, bring your knees into the chest, give yourself a squeeze. So we're going to move a little bit into back bending today, and we're going to do just a simple bridge with a leg lift. This is a little different than I think what we're used to doing. We're going to try it today. So the feet come down. See if you can grab the backs of your heels. If you can't grab them fully with your hands, maybe just the fingertips touching or as close to them as you can. You're going to use your arms to stabilize yourself as you tuck the tailbone under and slowly start to elevate the hips. Move the weight into the shoulders and start to lift up strongly here. Let's hold the first one. 1, 2, press strongly into the legs, hips up higher. 3, stabilize with your arms. 4, and 5, slowly lower down. Okay. For the second one, once we're in the lift, we're going to try to reach the right leg up to the sky. So we're going to give it a try. If you can't hold it, just bring both feet down, but keep your hips up. So try the best you can to not come out of this bridge pose, if it's at all possible. So again, tuck the tailbone, inhale, hips up high, weight into the shoulders, wriggle, get yourself situated, press strongly through the feet. When you're ready, inhale, weight to your left leg, right leg up towards the sky and hold. 1, 2, 3, strong left leg. 4, hips up strong, arms stabilizing. 5, drop the right foot down, keep the hips lifted, hold again. 1, 2, maybe a little easier to hold. 3, push into the legs. 4, hips up more. 5, exhale, lower down. Good. Remember, I forgot to mention before, but when you're up in the pose, try not to look to the side. So if you need to see, come down, look, and then go back up. You don't want to turn your head when you're up in that position, puts your neck in a compromised position. So we're going to make sure that you are safe with your neck and shoulders. Let's do it one more time now with the left leg. Inhale, tailbone tucks, hips up strong, wriggle your shoulders, get comfortable here. Weight to your right foot, left leg comes up. 1, 2, stabilize with your arms. 3, strong right leg. 4, 5, drop the left foot down. Stay lifted with your hips. 1, 2, steady and calm. 3, all 10 toes down on the mat. 4, 5, exhale, lower down. Nice and controlled. Knees into the chest, give yourself a hug, a squeeze, a thank you. You can roll side to side, front and back. Good job. We're going to take the legs and straighten them. See if you can grab the calves or the thighs or the ankles. Grab somewhere up your legs. Try not to bend your knees. Keep them straight and then pull the legs in towards your body. If it's at all possible, grab your feet or heels and try to relax your shoulders down. Good. Take a seated forward fold, but we're on our backs. Steady breathing here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Slowly release the legs, bring them to center, release the arms, legs up the wall, Viparita Karani. Start with the legs kind of active, same as they were before. Try to scoop out your abdomen so that you feel yourself situated firmly in your sacrum. Shoulders relax, and you can turn your palms out to the sides. You can bring them overhead with arms straight or with elbows bent. Any which variation feels right for you. And the legs are slightly active, but not overly active. So you know that they're straight, you know that they're together. Allow your breath to settle you here. So you want to make sure that you're not arching in the back. Push down. Imagine that you want your rib cage to push down into the mat and keeping your whole back flat against the floor. The legs can be over the head. They can be perpendicular to the floor. They could even be a little bit farther away. Farther away will lift your rib cage, the more effort to push down. Very good. Couple more breaths here. Last one. All right, we're gonna isolate now. So we're gonna reach for the right leg with the both hands. Take the left leg away and take the right hand as close to the ankle or foot as you can. Let the left leg extend. So almost like we're going into a scissors position, right? So the left leg reaching active into that left leg. So we're not just dropping the foot. Keep it active. If it comes to the floor, that's fine, but not by relaxing the knee or by relaxing the quad. And the same with the right leg, very active. Now we're going to take an inhale. We're going to curl ourselves up, reach our chin towards the right shin, look towards the ankle or toes. Try to lift yourself up a little bit more. Shoulders back and down. Squeeze. Use your glutes. Use your abdomen. And exhale, head down. Good. All right, we're gonna, if you can, grab your big toe. Big toe is not available, keep holding on to the ankle. Or you can also use a strap. Hold on, I dropped my AirPod. There we go. Now you're gonna either grab the toe or the foot, and we're gonna open that right leg to the right. Yep, you got it. Keep that left leg active. Notice my leg is not touching the floor. That's okay. It's reaching away and down. Let's place the left hand on the thigh and look towards the left. Good. That's it. Breathe here. Here comes the sun. And exhale completely. All right. Inhale, let's bring that leg back to center. Keep the hips controlled, slowly moving. This is the same as our balancing pose in our Ashtanga practice, all right? Our Utthita Hasta Parangusthasana. Hold on to the ankle or the foot, and then point your toes. Exhale, curl up, shoulders down, reach the chin towards the shin, maybe touch. And then inhale, head down. Good. Arms by your sides, drop the left leg, drop the right leg. Take a full body stretch, reach the arms overhead. Observe the two sides of your body. Notice how they feel. Flex and point through your toes so you can articulate that space in your ankles, in your hips, in your legs. And then exhale, arms down. All right, we're gonna do the same thing again. So both legs up, Viparita Karani, get yourself situated, sacrum down, feeling stable in your abdomen, legs are slightly active. Reach both hands now towards your left leg. Grab your ankle, calf, whatever you can find, and then start to move the right leg away, keeping both toes pointed. As the right leg moves away, the left leg moves close to you. So then you can maybe reach up higher towards the ankle or the foot. Good. And stay there for a couple moments, relaxing into the shoulders. Let's take a nice deep inhale. And with the next exhale, lift the head, curl in, chin towards the shin, shoulders back. Keep that right leg super active. Don't let the knee bend. Keep it straight, 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 straight. Both toes pointed. And inhale, head down. Good. If you can, grab your big toe. You can flex your foot to get your toe, or just hold on to the ankle, whatever you can reach. Also, a strap can come in handy. Right hand's going to go onto the thigh. That's going to remind you to keep this right leg very active as we start to open the leg out to the left. So be kind, be gentle, be slow with the movement. Don't overdo it. And then turn your head opposite direction towards the right. And stabilize here with your breath. Last breath. Good. Full exhale. Next inhale, start to bring the leg back through the center, keeping that right leg, the bottom leg, nice and active. Again, you can reach for the ankle or foot. And then inhale, exhale, curl up. And inhale, head down, release the leg, bring the right leg down, the left leg comes down all the way, and then another full body stretch, reaching the arms, lengthening, maybe pulling one direction over the other, flexing and pointing through the toes. And then lastly, we'll do a nice happy baby to keep the spine nice and happy. So we're gonna bend the knees, take the knees up into the chest. This time the knees are very much apart, so right over your shoulders. Now we're gonna take the arms inside the legs. You can lift your head so you can grab the pinky toe sides of your feet. Once you have that, lay your head back down. This might be where your happy baby ends. This is as far as you can go. That's fine. And then if at all possible, lift the heels, and just allow yourself there a moment with the shoulders back and down. The belly's relaxed, soft, not pulling in, not pushing out. And let's add a little bit of movement. So let's drop the left knee down, bring it back to center, drop the right knee down, bring it back to center. Again, left knee comes down, touch, center, right knee comes down, touch, center. Sometimes this can be really hard. It might be hard to get back up once the knee touches. That's okay. Give it a try anyway. Last time, both directions, and back to center. Once you're back at the center, if at all possible, grab your big toes, and then now try to straighten your legs with your legs very wide, similar to what one we did before, but now the legs are separated. Bend your elbows, let your shoulders relax. Try to keep your hips down, so don't let your hips lift up. Keep them down on the floor, legs active. You can point or flex through the feet. Either way is fine. Easy breathing. And inhale, start to bring the legs in together. Use your arms to help you back into that similar forward fold we were doing before. Release your toes, release your feet, give your knees one more hug, and then exhale, extend your legs. Let's take Shavasana. Feet flop out, arms relax by your sides, shoulders softly release. Oftentimes, when I first come into Shavasana, there is a need for feeling where the spine needs to be situated. So you might need to lift and lower the rib cage, lift and lower the shoulders and the head until you find yourself settled. And once you're settled, make a conscious effort to really relax, to let go and to surrender. There's no more need to put effort, not even effort in the breath. Let the breath be very natural. Allow yourself to release any tension. Let go of the need to put any more work. Feel your hips relax, your shoulders relax, your spine relax, your legs and your arms relax, your feet and your hands relax, your toes and your fingers relax, throat and your neck relax, jaw, cheeks, lips, nose, eyes, forehead, whole face, relax. Relax, relax, relax. Mhm. Slowly and gently, we begin to bring our awareness back to the body, the room or the space that we are in. Quality of our thoughts, the quality of our breath. You can start to add movement, wiggling the toes and the feet, wrists, ankles, arms and legs. You can start to activate, to stretch, to move. Allow yourself a nice, slow, deep breath in and exhale with a sound. Inhale, bend your knees, hug the knees into the chest. And slowly roll side to side a couple of times until you roll all the way to one side. Doesn't really matter which side, just pick a side and let yourself be here for a moment. Slowly inhale, start to press yourself up to come to a comfortable seat. Take your time. Once you find yourself in a comfortable seat, just allow yourself a moment. Bring your hand to your belly, hand to the heart. This practice that we have dedicated ourselves to, that we have decided to incorporate into our daily lives, is a lot more than simply stretching. It's a lot more than just movement or breathing. It's finding connection. It's practicing tools of ease, comfort, and surrender that oftentimes are hard to connect to when we're in the middle of chaos or in the middle of struggle. So we put our bodies in a place of struggle in order to connect to those tools, to utilize them. And hopefully, the more you practice, the more you can utilize these tools off your mat. And just allow yourself another deep breath in and slow breath out, giving yourself thanks for showing up, for being present, for putting in the effort. And then we'll draw our palms together at the center of the heart. We'll close our practice with the sound Om. Inhale to begin. Namaste.